What the hell? An owie on the back of my head. Oh, an owie. Come on. Go. Okay. 421 is here. He says, "Where's the Mr. Spider Show?" I don't know where it's gone. Somewhere. I could. Jeffrey says, "Hi Tubbs, how are you feeling? I hear the rain. It's raining there. It's raining here too." Yeah, it's just started raining for some reason. It doesn't need a reason. Well, I just noticed I've got crap on my face. I was going to say I'm feeling a lot better. I'm just dealing with leftover gunk and the occasional neck ache, but overall I'm feeling a bit better. I was actually just feeling a bit like I said to myself, ooh, I know, I'm going to do an art stream. I'm going to get back and do the art stream because the art stream would be good, and like I haven't done it for a while, and I haven't done any drawing, and I'm just really excited to get back into doing the art stream. That's getting louder. Awesome. Anyway, and then basically I sat here and I thought about it for a little while because I just finished doing some work, and I thought about it for a little while and I was like, maybe I should just relax, maybe I should just chill. I'm feeling kind of meh. But then I realized how boring that would be, even though it might be kind of like nice. It would probably be a bit boring, so I was like, yeah. So now I decided to come back on here. So my playback is distracting. I've got no spider to distract me from my distracting playback. By looking into a mirror. By the way, I do not know where the spider went. I still don't know. I have not found the spider. It has not re-emerged. Like I said, I'm hoping it just went behind the filing cabinet and went back to sleep. I'm hoping. But I've got the nasty feeling that I'm going to pick up something and then it's just going to be like, spider! So, yeah. But no, how are you guys? How are you guys doing? It's quite late here in the UK. It's nearly 10 o'clock p.m. 10 p.m. And it's just stopped raining for no reason. Yeah. You gave the cutest smile just now, Tubbs. Yes, the leftover phlegm is very annoying in your throat. Yes, yes, it is. Yes. Hope the spider stays gone. Like I said, I've got a bad feeling. I'm going to pick up my notepad and it's going to just be there. Just there. Now the rain's come back. Yay! Another thing is that basically I'm waiting to film. I'm going to be doing some filming, probably a little bit after midnight. for one of the Christmas videos, but it's just that it was going to be today. But essentially, my sleep cycle is still it re-screwed itself up. So it's just because I've been talking a lot. Yeah, my sleep cycle screwed itself up. Last night I went to bed early. Well, early for me. I went to bed at like 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. And yeah, I lay in bed for freaking hours. So boring. Nothing. I didn't do anything for a couple of hours. Then I started watching. I watched TV for a little bit, and then I played on my phone, and then I put my phone down, and then I stopped watching TV and tried again, and that didn't work. I had something to eat, which is bad. You have something to eat, and yeah. Yeah. So, around about 10 a.m. it happened. When 10 a.m. happened, I basically decided to just be like, fuck it, and I got up, and I basically I had to do some work there then. So yeah, my food arrived, which is great because that means I can do one of the videos. I was looking forward to doing that, and halfway through doing some work, I was hit by random super sleepy tiredness. So fuck it, I went to bed. I laid on the sofa, and then I basically fell asleep around about 12ish. I woke up 6 hours later. So yeah, my sleep cycle decided to re-screw itself up, which is great. And I've been doing work and stuff, and I just finished doing work, and that's the whole story of what happened today. It's the whole story. Right, today, to get me back in the mood, I have a reference character on my screeny. It's not full sizing. I need it to full size. Thank you. Oh, this is done in paint. Wow. Somebody did a reference in paint. Oh, shut up! I haven't been yawning for ages. Yeah, somebody sent me a reference in paint. So there's this new person that wanted something drawn. There it is. So I've got to draw this character, but he wants it fat. It's fine. It's fine. I can do that. He also sent me a reference on the pose, which is very helpful. Where's the pose? That's not it. Damn it. There we go. Alright, sent me a reference on the pose, but I'm going to leave that as a surprise so you guys can see it. But yeah, I'm just going to be doing the layout and potentially the detail, you know, the detail bits of it, of this one. Yeah. Oh shit! Shut up! Shut up! No, stop yawning! Stop yawning! It's because I'm talking a lot again. Ugh. So I've got a pencil. No spiders on the pencil. That'd be funny actually if I did say that. No spiders on the pencil. Also, like a spider came down from out of frame, just from the ceiling, and just like, like no, stop my pencil. Yeah, I'm slightly spider paranoid now because we just talked about spiders. No spiders on the piggy. No spiders on the piggy. Do I need my reference, mini reference art pad? No. No spiders on the mini reference art pad. Awesome. And now for the big pad, which he was very close to. No, no spiders on the big pad. Which is good. And he's not underneath it or around it, so yeah. So, yeah. Don't know why I'm being so paranoid. So yeah, oh, shut up. I'm not fucking tired. Why? Why would the yawns? Why? I'm not bored either. So yeah, I've got on the front of the pad, I've got, of course, the pig that I was supposed to do for the patch, but I'm not going to do that because I'm still not super confident with how well I'm feeling. Just making sure there's no more paper there. Huh? So, so I don't accidentally phlegm all over the pad. It's basically going to be not happening. So yeah. So let me just go back to the reference picture. Not that one. How you guys? How you guys do? I don't know how I'm going to do this because he sent me the reference picture and it's basically like, why am I straight up copying this? Wouldn't that be weird? Like, are you okay with me just, fine. But I'll do it. It's what he asked for. It's not my fault. It's no big deal. It's a different art style than I have, so essentially it's kind of a bit confusing. Do you have anything to drink for your throat? Yes, I do. I finally have some fizzy back. I've got my Pepsi Max. I don't have a sore throat. It's more just that every now and again my nose empties into my throat, and now I have to do this, which is so nice and super cool and attractive and stuff. But what are you gonna do? I think I'm gonna do this from the side, actually, from side angle, you know, not portrait. Yeah. Okay. The thing is that he sent me details on this wolf picture, and then he basically said that he wants to be like he sent me reference on this other picture that he wants to be in this pose. Problem is that in this pose you can't see his face. So what was the point in sending me a reference picture? Kind of odd. I did say to him that basically, like, you know, I'm partially colorblind, so like the colors won't do anything. It's going to be in black and white, you know. It's going to be fairly generic. I hope you don't mind. And he's like, no, that's fine, you know. Okay. I just kind of feel bad. That is a very cool fox. I think it's a wolf. Let me just double check. Werewolf. It's muscling. Muscling. I'm going to have to try to include that. Yeah, it's a wolf. Its feet are unique. got unique feet, and a big tail. Annoyingly, this is very much akin to my lion picture. So, but no, it's mostly just belly. But whatever, I will do my bestest. My bestest best. The general shapiness is. I guess I could make it more detailed and in my style, so it's not a total loss. Kind of screwed up a little bit there, but what are you gonna do, you know? It's in pencil. I can do something with it. Okay. Let's move out some of these lines. Yes, thanks, Tubbs. I will. Sorry. Here's plenty of hugs and snuggles while you're drawing because you're so. Thank you. I'm not that cute, but thank you. I appreciate it. I do. All right, and I'm going to slightly change the pose. It's basically, I'm going to just show you the reference. He basically wants it in this pose because I'm going to do something a little bit different, even though that's the pose he wants. So for affinity, it's, yeah. But as you can see, you can't really see the face. So it's like, yeah. But no, in my drawing, I'm basically going to, it's not very super detailed. It's like slightly detailed. But what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to do a little bit more detail on the feet. I'm going to have his arms in slightly a different position. And I'm going to try to get a bit of face in. And somehow I'm going to bring the tail. He's got a big tail on his one. And this foot over here is just completely not in frame. So, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's just my, that's what layout's for, you know, basically just getting a general idea. I'm trying hard. I'm trying hard not to screw it up. Like he wants this pose, but yeah, you know. I just draw what people want me to draw, guys. So his arm. Aha! I figured out a way that I can not draw a paw. I can put the tail kind of like coming out from underneath him here, where his hand is, where his hand would be. So I don't have to draw paws. Yay! Oh, the weird relief. The weird relief. I'm going to put his other paw. I'm going to have it. See, this one that I just showed you has very detailed. It has a foot. You know, that's a human foot. That's basically a human foot. Whereas his character on his reference that I showed you, basically, I didn't show you the feet, I don't think, but essentially his feet are a bit more archine-like. You know, they're a bit more lichen-like. You know, they kind of like they have a round part, and then it comes in, and then it goes down, and then you have the paw. You know, so it's kind of like that. You know. So I want to try to capture that if I can. Instead of having this paw. So, like I said, this is layout though, so we're just getting a feel for how things go, how things work together and stuff. Yes, a nice round belly, lol, that sounds good. Yeah. I'm gonna have him like doing a howl burp. How about that? I'm just going to go back to his reference because I can't see a face on this one. So I'm going to go back to his reference and how he does his, how he has his ears proportioned and stuff. He's got two front canines just here, and dogs have that. Yeah, dogs, wolves not so much. They have kind of like equal, like they've got two here and then two on the lower jaw. You know, so it's kind of a thing, but they can still close all their jaws, whereas dogs have more of a pronounced lower jaw kind of thing. But if he's a wolf, using a sharper part of my pencil, I'm gonna just outline this. He's got a big, thick. He's got quite a thick mane. So I'm just going to get this detail done now so that I don't forget it. So I might be a bit colorblind, but like there's quite a lot of different colors. He's got it's listed as 3 colors here. I think he's missed out a couple on the whenever somebody does a reference sheet for their character, they normally put the colors down on the side, and he's done it here. Let me just show you the reference again. And he's done it here, and it's got 3 colors, of course, on the side there, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 3 colors. You know, I'm pretty sure that the ears are a different color. I'm not seeing it. I can tell that there's a color there, but I'm not seeing it. So it's either pink or green or something. And then we've got brown. I think that's brown eyes, but that might be the same color as the main fur, as this hair here. So I'm trying to poke with my finger. There we go. That hair there. So it might be the same color. But there's definitely blue there and grey. Like I'm pretty sure that isn't, and of course. So he's missed out the color of the ears, the color of the eyes. Hasn't got these blacks anywhere. He might have white up there, but of course it's a white background, and of course his pants are different pants. I don't know why I do that, but let me just show you the legs quickly. That's what I was talking about with the legs and the tail. So we've got the legs. See, they're a more unique structure, which is very more common in what I try to do. I try to get this feature in with whenever I do wolves and dogs and stuff, that they've got kind of like a bend to them, and then they've got another bend inside. It's actually that part of the leg, that part there, where my finger is, right there. That part there is actually supposed to be it would be what we consider our heel, you know, our ball joint. That's where it is on animals. And of course the pads, see, it comes down as a one long foot. And of course the big tail, that's why I wanted to show as well, the big tail. And that's what I'm trying to get in with him. So yeah, it's a bit of a challenge, but it's okay. Like the knees, I've done the knees already. I've got a detail for the knees, but yeah, what I need is I've scrolled down, I needed the head, didn't I? So I need to fit in the main color. And then I'm gonna put some of his hair in, because why not? So again, I don't know how much of this you can see, but there's a general super not detailed layout. So I've got the leg in there. I've got the beginning of the arm. I haven't done the arm, but I've got his face in at least. So it wasn't all for naught. And a bit of a different style of just, he's got the big belly, but I basically have like outlined where I'm gonna change it to put in the other leg and stuff, because the other leg isn't going to be flat like in the other picture. It's going to be kind of like held up slightly, you know. So yeah, this is good to look. This is going to look great, Tubbs, even though it's in the beginning stages. I'm already excited to see it. Well, you won't see this one for a while, because like I said, I've got like 4 other things to do before this, but this is just to do the layout and stuff, and to make sure I don't forget what I'm doing. Also, whenever I go away, I'm going to be, of course, away. So like I'm going to take this with me and maybe do this when nobody's looking, because it's always hard to explain exactly what you're doing. I want to keep some of his muscle definition if possible as well. But at the same time, he's got to be, he said that he wanted to be pudgy, so, you know, go down to the, how big are the claws? Because he's got quite, it's almost like dragon feet. Dragon feet. I just want to outline the claws. Do an outline of his padding, you know, on his padding on his foot, because that's a detail I want to keep. Put that down. I think I've done a good job of actually adding the musculature to his leg, anyway. Right, the other leg. Yes, Tubbs, you are right. The ears are pink. Oh, yeah, that's why. I don't see pink. Like, to me, that's just looking like it looks just grey. But because I can't see the color, it's got kind of like a highlighter quality to it. You know, when I move my eyes, it kind of like the color shifts with it and stuff like that. And that usually outlines a color that I can't see. You know, but the surrounding color kind of just fills in that gap. So it makes it look like, you know, my brain tries to say, you know, my brain tries to fill in the gap. It tries to tell me that it basically says that it's like, yeah, that's a color too, you know, but it won't tell me what color it is. You know, with greens, it's not so much a thing because you know, I can see most green. It's just a few greens that I can't see. So I know what green is, you know, but it's just a few of them. I have no idea, you know, what they are. But it doesn't have that highlighter quality to it, and it doesn't blend so much. It basically just it just kind of looks either really dark to me, you know, or really light. It's really hard to explain. Color blindness is it's hard to explain. So, yeah, that's what I need. I need the other picture, and so that foot is like off in the distance. And I'm not going to do that because I kind of want to make the foot here. There we go. Right, I think I've done actually all of the layout. I'm surprised at this. So now I don't have to look at this at all. I'm going to outline some parts where I need to make sure that I've got like a darker color and a lighter color. So go back to his reference again. It's a pretty good size. Yeah. Right. So the color changes are, there's going to be a little bit around the jaw, which is fine. That's fine. His pecs, the color around his pecs extend to underneath his arms, which is fine. Fine. So I just try to when I do the layout, I try to do it so that I can actually so that I basically don't have to look at any more reference, you know, unless it's my own characters, because then I need to look at reference because I don't like to rely on, you know, artwork. That sounds funny. Right, so he's got a stripe of blue down his actual belly. That's interesting. And he's got a red. Is that? I think that's like a scarlet happy trail. So I'm going to just emphasize that with little tufts, I think. Right, and that is, I've just got to do the separation of the tail. And that one's done. I'm going to make a note to basically, yeah, what I was trying to say is that basically without having to look at reference art, I basically tried to do the layout and all the detailing, so that I don't have to do look at the reference art when I do the pen art and when I do the shading. And I think I've got it. You know, I think I could do that confidently now. I mean, it's always helpful that it's here, so that's going to be something. But it's just, you know. I'm just outlining where the nose is because that's always important. The nose is usually the first thing that I actually do the pen art for because it's the easiest thing that you can not screw up. You know, basically you do the outline of the nose on furry characters, especially because they have black noses normally. You basically if you screw up with the nose, then you can always like rescale the entire picture, or you can easily do like do it better but inside the nose. And if you try to do that, then you can always color in that detail of the nose, or better yet, make it a reflective tone in the nose, so that basically you don't have to worry about like shading and stuff. And just a bit more muscle definition because he's got big bulky arms. Shoulders. He's kind of got thick shoulders already. But no, better to outline those. And the legs are fine, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, that's it. It's basically done. That's the outline done. And even the detailing, I don't know how well it's coming out on camera, but you can kind of see that I've filled in some of the teeth and the eyes, where the eyes are going to be, and the nose. And I don't know, it's not really shown on camera at all, but I've even done some of his hair. He's got kind of like a poofy hair bit at the back of his head. And of course I've done extra detail on the arms, just make sure I know where the muscles are. On the legs are fine. I'm happy with that. But you can see I've put like a pad on his paw just so I know where the paw is, because I hate paws. And on the other one, I've got it just like sticking out slightly, but it's kind of like holding up the rest of his belly. And you might be able to see the detailing on the shading as well that's going to be taking place on the tummy. And yeah, that's it. That's done. That's the outline of that one done. So that's good. So we go back to Patch's drawing, and I'm going to just quickly go over this and make sure I know where everything is. But I'm pretty sure I got the detail right. It's nice to when you do drawings and you've done a bunch of reference art and like layout and stuff and detail. It's good to go back on them and everything, because if you keep checking what you've done when you're doing like detail art and making sure you know where everything is, basically it's very good to just make sure you've got all of the details in place. Like this lion, like the bit, I'm pretty sure Patch is pretty much done. I'm pretty sure that pig is done. It literally needs inking. That's all it needs. And the same for the lion. The lion's pretty much done as well. This lion, it just needs inking, maybe a bit of background done on it. But the other two are basically, I haven't got the reference art for this one. I haven't got the reference. I've got basically nothing for the next one, and then of course I've got the wolf. So I'm going to give you guys an itchy nose. Look at the wolf. That's the next one. See how I hid? I basically got his tail. Focus camera. Focus camera. Focus. Focus better. There we go. I've got his tail just kind of like he's sitting on his tail, kind of. So I just kind of like I've made it hide his paw, so I don't have to draw his hand paw, which is one of the most infuriating things to do. You know, with his feet paws, I had to do, because they're a unique feature to this animal, to this particular persona, like his body hair patches and stuff. Without them, he would basically look like any other fat wolf guy. So basically, I decided to add the paws, but for his hand paws, nah. You know, I'm not motivated enough to do that. I'm sorry. But yeah. And of course, detailing like background and stuff, that gets done after I do the pen. It gives me more time to think about it, and it's like a fresh thing in my mind and stuff. Most of the time, though, a lot of the time, in fact, I basically not most of the time. A lot of the time, I basically don't do a background, like specifically. I specifically don't do a background because the story's just not played out enough. You know, like I like to let them have the opportunity to make their own kind of background story to this picture and stuff. The only time I don't do that is basically when they give me a detailed background, like a detailed storyline to go with the picture. But essentially, this guy just gave me a description. He gave me like, could you draw my persona with this size belly in this pose? And it was like, yeah, you know. So don't need to, you know, there's no story behind it. I probably won't do a background for it, but I might, who knows. I might at least put the horizon line or something. I don't know. But yeah, if there's a detailed story behind it, I'm just trying to give you an example of a detailed story, like Panda Fox's picture. When I did Panda Fox's picture, like we basically both talked about a detailed story of what's happening, and he liked the background story, so I stuck with it. I had time to think about it, and I basically just you know, I did it after I finished doing the actual line ink art. So yeah. I'm thinking that basically, I don't know how long have I been on stream. I can't check because I'm using this computer, and this computer normally tells me how long the playback's been on for. But it hasn't this time. Fur Affinity is playing up. No. Yep, it's playing up. What was it saying? I'm lost. Yes, I was thinking about basically doing a. I was going to do the pig. I was going to do the inking for the pig, but I'm not entirely confident with the pen. Doing the naughty pick for doing Daz's naughty pick has basically a few times it basically threatened to stop inking, so I might have to wait until I get new pens before I can actually do that. I'm not entirely sure what to do with that. It's going to be a real pain because, like, I'm going to want to do, some drawing with my pen, but I won't be able to because I won't have a pen. I'm not entirely. Yeah. I've been through the house pens, by the way. All the pens in the house, none of them do as good a job as that one. It's so annoying. I did find another big pen, by the way, but it's broken. The actual pen itself is broken. I've got like, I took it apart because basically the plastic in it was just it had snapped, the outer plastic sheath. So I've got the actual ink part of it, but it's not very good at writing. In fact, it doesn't anymore. It's been dried out too much, but it's full. It just needs to be in a pen. Huh. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, is there any way if anybody can check to see how long I've been on stream? I'm going to try to find it myself. But I've got to open another browser, which might degrade the stream. But if I'm going to go, it depends how long I've been on stream. I don't know. Oh, there I am. 48 minutes ago, so about an hour. About 50 minutes, about an hour. So, yeah. I'm going to stop that before it tries to play that. So, yeah, the last like 5 minutes or so, what do you want to talk about? Ooh, that was a good stretch. What I'm hoping to film later on the LiveTUBBSart channel. Tubbs, I think it's been an hour. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, what I'm hoping to film I'm hoping to film for on the LiveTUBBSart channel for the Christmas video and stuff. For one of the Christmas videos is the milk and cookies thing, because I have enough milk. I actually have milk that's going out of date, so it needs to be drank. So I will drink it, and especially now I'm feeling a bit better and stuff. But first, I've also got cookies. Well, I've got, I have OT crumbles. I don't know if you know what those are. They're not a brand or anything. They're just they're kind of like hobnob biscuits. Hobnobs. You know what hobnobs are? They're a biscuit, a cookie. They're a kind of cookie, I guess. It's weird. Language in the States is different when it comes to biscuits. Because you call them cookies. You call them all cookies, all of them. And That's not the right thing. That's not how they are. Not all cookies. You know, because in cookies to Britain and Ireland are basically huge. They're like this big. They're basically pancake-sized biscuits that have chocolate chips in them or almonds in them, or you know, they're basically like they're basically a big biscuit. You know, that's what a cookie is in the UK. In America, all biscuits seem to be called cookies, as far as I can tell. I was actually talking to my cousin who's in New York, and basically, well, actually, no, he's in Buffalo. That's not true. He's in New York State. There we go. And basically, yeah, he didn't even know what a meter was. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to shame him on here. But yeah, but yeah, biscuits basically. Biscuits are kind of like, they're kind of like dumplings, or like a scone that you put in like that you have a big scone that you have with your dinner, right? That's what a biscuit is to you guys, to the States, right? That's what a biscuit is, as far as I remember from when I was there. Which is fine. You know, I love that. I love the idea. That was great. You know, that's amazing. In fact, it's great for mopping up all the leftover gravy and stuff. Or stew. You have like yeah, stew and biscuits. But yeah, in the UK, like biscuits are basically cookies to Americans. Their biscuits are basically cookies. So yeah, when we have milk and cookies, we have milk and biscuits. You know, it's not really a big tradition over here, you know, to leave milk and biscuits out for Santa, but we do leave stuff out for Santa. You know, it's normally something grown up. It's normally something grown up, which is quite funny. It may sound quite funny, but we basically leave like a little glass of port or whiskey, or and a bit of fruit cake, or Christmas pudding, or even carrot sticks or something like that, you know, for the reindeer. Although basically my aunt used to joke that basically it's for the reindeer, but she basically she'd whisper to somebody, I think it's my mum, that's like, actually it's for Santa because Santa's a bit overweight. It says diet sticks for Santa. Terrible. Which is even funnier because it was for my uncle, who was a big fat bear guy. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, in the UK, it's like you know, we even leave like out like beer, or like we leave out a tea set for him, basically just so that he can put on the kettle, you know, like a little tray next to, like, in the living room where the tree is, in the front room, the living room, the lounge, whatever you want to call it, basically, like wherever the tree is, wherever the table is closest to the tree, we would leave out like a tea set. Well, we didn't personally, but my family usually left out things like a little glass of port, or like a bottle and a glass, so that he can pour his own port, or beer or something like that, something alcoholic, you know, something just a little bit alcoholic. And basically, we're Irish, for God's sake. Of course, we're going to do this. It's crazy. I don't know how, but bringing up the fact that I'm Irish, it seems to happen at least once a stream. I've noticed this happening when I've been watching random playbacks of old streams and stuff. It's because normally somebody says in the chat, you know, like, oh no, he's in the UK. Oh yeah, he's British and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't mind being called British. I was raised here, I guess, you know, but I was born in Ireland. I'm Irish, so I'm gonna stick with that. So anyway, Yeah, it's a weird tradition. It's a weird tradition, but for the sake of my American viewers, I will basically have milk and cookies, the traditional thing to leave out for Santa. Because kind of I like milk and cookies. Because remember, I am a proto Santa, so yeah. I like milk and cookies. I can't help it. I like milk and cookies, and the fact that I get to eat milk and cookies will be great, for a video. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I think most of this will be like captured on the webcam. It'll be mostly webcam footage. Oh, that's pretty cute to leave for Santa. Yeah. It's basically leave out something for Santa is what normally happens, It's just like, so yeah. I wish you were my Santa Tubbs. Well, I could be Santa. I could be your Santa Tubbs. It's no big deal because basically, as much as I want it to exist, so as much as I want Santa to exist, Santa does exist. That's the thing. There are Santas all across the country. What I think is that basically Santa isn't like one person ever. It's just like we get told that there is no Santa Claus, when we're growing up, and it's like that's not true. There are many Santa Clauses. They're everywhere. They're yeah. Even the guys that don't do it on purpose. They've grown up to become kind of round, bearded older gentlemen, and they've become Santa. It's just something that they didn't plan on happening, but it's happened. So yeah, Santa exists, so I don't mind being your Santa. Itch. I don't know why, but this part of my beard's been itching. It's probably because it's by that gnat bite. Anyway, where was I going with this? But yeah, in the UK, we have hobnob cookies. I don't know if they have hobnob cookies. And like they've got chocolate on one side of them, and basically they're my favorite biscuits ever. Those are my absolute favorite biscuits. I love those. I can eat those without milk. They're so good. But I'll be having milk. So yeah. I just hope it doesn't. I hope it hasn't gone off already, to be honest, because then I'll have to use my other milk, my actual milk. I've got basically 4 pints of milk. I've got 2 4-pinters of milk, and basically one of them has got to be used for my cereal, my breakfasts. So I don't want to use it all up. I haven't heard of those, but they sound yummy. Oh, they're like oh, shut up. Oh. They're basically like a really crumbly. They're kind of like ginger, ginger biscuits. Sorry, ginger cookies. But they've got no ginger in them. They're kind of like oaty, crumbly yumminess. They're just super yummy. It's like if you got granola and you destroyed it with a mallet, and then you use that instead of ginger to make ginger, so that it basically kind of like all falling apart, and it's so good. It's so good. Oh, you'll see later. So yeah. But that's what hobnobs are. That's what hobnobs are. They're kind of like a cakey biscuit thing, cakey cookie thing. They're super good. I do like them. So yeah, I have those because I ordered those because they're just my thing. What they are basically is just are my biscuits, my cookies for when I get like super hungry, when I can't try to fall asleep anymore. It just won't work. what I normally do is I basically have like a pint of milk and I eat a packet of those, a whole packet. So yeah. So yeah, but first of all, before I even do that, I'm going to be nicely stuffed anyway, because we've got our foods, and I've basically been I've been making well, I've got some salad in the fridge for basically when I have my foods. I was originally just going to have a salad, you know, not to overdo my stomach or anything. After now that I'm better, I was just going to not overdo my stomach and just have a salad and the milk and cookies, you know, and that would basically mean that I would be nice and full up. But you know what? I'm going to be like, fuck it. I've made my salad. I'm going to have my salad, but I'm also going to have pizzas because I'm really hungry. I'm getting really hungry. So I'm going to have my pizzas. I've also got to have a shower beforehand as well, because this has been stained. I don't know how much of it you can see on camera, but there's a stain right there. The lighting's not showing it up. So I've got to change my clothes and also have a nice shower. But no, I'm gonna have a salad and pizza and oh, we've got some pastries. So I'm gonna have some pastries as well. And then, even though I'm gonna be nice and full already, I'm gonna do milk and cookies on top of it, and that will make me very pleasantly satisfied. So my mouth is actually watering. That's, yep. I'm a pig, but I'm a happy pig. I will be a happy pig at least. Oh, I hit the button. I nearly hit the off button. Sorry. Yeah. It's just that tomorrow I've got. It's either tomorrow or Thursday. I'm going to be. So tomorrow I'm going to do like my Spirit of Christmas, basically recreation of the elf video that I did for last year. By the way, it's savoury pastries. They're not sweet pastries. It's chicken and mushroom slice. Oof. I love that thing. Those things, they're yummy. I had Pop-Tarts as well the other day. Like yesterday, we didn't have anything to eat. We didn't have anything left to eat in the house, so we ordered a pizza. And but for for lunch / breakfast, because I didn't have any breakfast, I had. There's dust on my desk. I got rid of all the dust. But no, I had Pop-Tarts. So yeah. They're really yummy, but basically they fit. But what is with Pop-Tarts and it kind of like sticking to your teeth, to the back of your teeth? What is with that? You know, it's like, yummy Pop-Tarts. But why is it fill my mouth? You know? Anyway. I'm going to go then, I think, Jeff. And 421. I don't know if he's still around. There's somebody been like watching this that hasn't been talking, and it might just be him. But yeah, mystery viewer, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys. I'll see you, Jeffrey, in probably about an hour. No, wait, that's not true. What is it now? It's nearly 11. So 2 to 3 hours time on the Tankertubs channel for a good recording session, hopefully. So, yeah. And move the chair. That spider's probably going to jump out at me, and I'm going to drop the milk, and it's all going to go horrible. I bet it's going to go shit. I've got this cable running across my floor as well. Go away. That keeps going under my chair. Every time I stand up recently, I've just been stretching. Oh, feels better. Yeah. Empty tummy, but not empty for long. Yeah. And I'm gonna have a nice shower, so it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna have a nice stuffing, as they call it in the UK. I think a nice stuffing. And then I'm gonna have a nice warm shower, not a hot shower. I fucking hate hot showers. I don't know why people love the temperature to be absolutely scalding when they have a shower, but I'm not one of those people. That drives me crazy. That irritates the crap out of me. You know, when the temperature in the shower is either it's freezing cold or super hot. You know, it's like there's no middle ground between those two temperatures. It's like because I normally prefer nice cool showers. I don't prefer ice cold showers. I prefer nice cool showers, you know. But if I have a warm shower, it's kind of like a little treat, I guess. I don't know. It's supposed to help the immune system if you have a cool shower. I have a cool shower. I don't know. I enjoy both equally, so. But I normally have cool showers to save energy to stop the boiler from trying to destroy itself, because we've got a really old boiler in our house. Anyway, I'm going to go, so say bye, Tubbs, and I'll see you in 2 or 3 hours. So bye, guys. I'm going to turn this computer off first. Is it plugged into anything? Thanks, Jeff.